Hey, hello Bio2, we're on our final section here of chapter 24, and this is going to be broken up into two videos here. So this section is entitled Plant Propagation and Agriculture. So agriculture, we should all know what that is. That's near and dear to our hearts around here. And then propagation might be a new word for us, but propagation just means to spread. So we're going to look at kind of some ways some plants spread, and we're going to look at how agriculture ties into that. But before we get in here, we're going to talk about something that's called vegetative reproduction. So this is going to describe our plant propagation. So this is a method of asexual reproduction used by flowering plants, meaning that it's only one plant doing it, no sex is required, and vegetative reproduction enables a single plant to produce many offspring that are genetically identical to itself. So this is basically, to put it in maybe kind of shorter terms, it's plants making a clone of itself. And so what forms of vegetative reproduction occur in plants? So there's more than just one type. So vegetative reproduction includes the productions of new plants from horizontal stems, from plantlets, and from underground roots. So plants can make identical copies of one another by producing horizontal stems from plantlets and from underground roots. So all three of those are methods of vegetative reproduction. In some angiosperms, they produce these tiny plants or plantlets at the tips of elongated stems. So that's just saying that at our end of our elongated stems, our plantlet is going to form, and eventually that will form its own unique it will not be unique at all. It'll form its own identical plant. Other plants will grow horizontal stems, and these long trailing stems, called stolons, there's a new vocabulary word there, stolon, produce roots when they touch the ground. So that's saying that we'll have one big plant growing straight up in the air, and then off of that plant we will have horizontal stems. And these stems will eventually, once they make it to the ground, they will grow their own roots and then turn into their new plants. So that's kind of cool. So if we can get a mental picture here, just picture a plant growing straight up, then a long stem going out of the side that eventually dips down to the ground, and once it hits the ground, it grows its own roots and it forms a new plant. So if we look down in our picture here, you can see we have our plant right here with our three leaves, horizontal stem, grow, it touched the ground right there, three leaves, that's our plant, then our horizontal stem. So all of these are genetically identical to one another. Then once roots are well established, each stolon may be broken, forming a new independent plant. So if we looked at this picture, our stolon would be the area that's in the middle right there, and eventually once our roots kind of grow down and they kind of, again, they've set up strong base here, got the nutrients, then these stolons will break, and because they'll no longer be necessary to kind of propagate or spread our plant. And so that is it. We have a short but sweet video there, so let me know if you have any questions.